Well, it's gonna look like a beast when I get through it. That's gonna be a bad little tractor. You realize all that doing will make it stand big. Motor's up real high. Just gonna look good. No doubt in my mind, it's just gonna look good. Alright, this is where we at now. This fender will be cut off somewhere in the middle. This fender will be raised up. And, you know, the fender used to stop, I believe, about the edge of that where it used to stop. But now it's going to stop way down here. So I'm about to cut this fender off. A big gash out of it. The width of this or more. To shrinking this up. To bring this up higher. This part. Now my articulation, I can't do much with my bearing right now. I got some of the stuff, but I don't have all the material to make the part that swivels this way. I don't have all of it. Neither I have the part to make it twist this way. But what I've done, I've come to a conclusion. This here has to be, from this point to this point, has to be 14 inches to achieve the goal that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a 45 degrees, but I'm not quite getting a 45 degree, but I almost get it by the time this turns around this way. You know, that turns that way. It's going to be pretty close. Let me get my cardboard and I'll show you. Alright, this is my cardboard sketch. This is the foot pan up front, the one I was going to cut off by that much. Well, it normally would go back here. But also I'm going to cut off about that much, or might cut off a little bit more. There'll be enough room for my foot when my shoe touches the hump up there. Go here, it'll be enough room. And this is where the fender in the front comes down right from the tire. So when this thing turns, it will turn just like that. And I'm hoping that I can get about that much out of it. Now that's a pretty good turn there. I seen them other guys on there, theirs ain't turning about like, it's turning about like that. I want a lot more than that. So I'm trying to get 45. The only way I can get, see, I'm almost 45 now. You look at this. This is almost 90 degrees. Almost. The only way I'm going to achieve that, to make this point a little longer. So, by extending this out longer, so it's being 14 inches apart, have to be about 15 or 16 inches apart in order to twist it. And that's not the touch. See, in order to get 45 out of it, I had to go on around to right there. And that's right at 45 degrees right there. And see, this fender here is already just way into the tire. So I had to move it. I got nearly, see, that's nearly 3 inches right there. I had to make that 3 inches long. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to stick with that and come back to about right in there. Actually, this part will go up under this one. About like that. That's pretty, about what it's going to be. And that is my articulation. There it is on the tractor. That's kind of what it looked like now if it was turned. And I have that much gap in there, from there to there. Which is a little long, but who cares? This is going to be unusual. I'm going to widen the rims wider. These here are 8.5. And you look at this rim already widened. I got this rim here 11 inches wide. So if you look at both of them, you can see the difference. That is much wider than that one. Now if you look at the rim in the front, you see it's not very deep back here at all. So I'm going to move the center over move the center over so I can throw the tire out like I did this. See, you see the brake showing on here? Well, you don't see the brake on this one. And you look at the center part, it's close to the edge. Now look how deep this rim is now. That's pretty doggone deep. That's two rims put together to achieve what I want. And plus, I might make some spacers go in here between the rims and my axle. Probably about I'm going to say from 2 to 4 inches wide. I don't know. That's determined. So I need to get this thing wider because it's so long and it's so tall. So if I get it wider, it'll help make it look like, help it to blend, come together as big, so it's just long and narrow. But we're inside now. I'm going to show you how I'm widening these rims, what I'm doing, what I come up with. This rim here already cut. This is an old beat up rim I got from the scrapyard. I got it for nothing. So that was cut off of there. That much. That's an 8.5. The center in the middle was a 4-lug. So I took the milling machine, I milled out the center. Got rid of this. So this is another rim I had, was a piece of an 8.5. So this rim I got no holes in it nowhere. So I'm able to put this on there and I can come up with a 11-inch rim. So I got this piece here left over out of that top rim. So I'm going to take this piece here and I'm cutting this right here in this little cobble gadget I made. This is a cobble. It's just a temporary mess, but it does what I want it to do. I just turn this on, I rotate this, and it cuts at the height. When I cut that, it's going to fit right on top of it, and that'll be another 11-inch rim. But this is, I got these 4 holes here to cover up. I got these 4 holes covered, which ain't no problem. Then I got to put the center back in, which ain't no problem. So I got these 2 rims here. I can split in 2. One of these I can make a wider one. Then what's left over, the ones left on my track, I make another one out of it. So like I say, I'm moving all the centers out of the middle of it, making it try to stick out further. So none of my rims right now has no center in it. None of them. They're all de-gutted. So I'll show you how this thing works. Hey, don't forget to put your safety shield on. Don't forget your ear protection, because this is very bad on your ears. Don't forget to wear this. There's a lot of fiber coming out of these pads. It's not very helpful for your lungs. So put one of these on. Make sure you wear all your protective stuff. All this stuff might be hot in summertime, but it's better be hot than sucking with your lungs later. This little cobble device I cobbled up. You can see it's just cobble. I'm talking about it's just thrown together. I got this jack here, jack it up for the heights I want it. It's pretty steady. Once I get it the height I want it, I got this piece of metal right here. Welded, not metal here, but welded right here. And I clamp it. Once I get it the right height, I clamp it. I keep from moving back and forth. So I can lay it up and down. Plus I can run this jaw in and out right here, see? That's on this little machinist, small machinist vise here. And this should be our other 11-inch rim right there. That should be it. Let's see if it match up the other one. Well, I think that's pretty doggone good. I got 2 more 11s here. I got 3. All I need, 1 more 11's all I need. So I got 1 on there. Just be 2 for front, or I get 1 in the back. I'll just build 1 more and that's it. So I got 1 rim left. So there we go. When I first decided to cut these rims, I was going to just cut them in 2 one time and get whatever same size thickness is, piece of flat bar, whatever size flat bar I need, I was going to add into it. And I got to thinking, you know, I don't want to make no fixture. I believe I can do it this. I already done one this way, and it's straight as it can be, so I'm not worried about it. So, you know, just put them on top of each other, line them up, and start tacking them all around, getting them lined up. As long as you weld little pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces all around it, and you won't never warp it. But if you just go welding like crazy, you'll warp the hell out of it. But I started to just cut it in half and add a piece of flat bar. And I thought about getting a piece of flat bar, you know, something about this wide, to wrap around these rims until it comes up to maybe an 1/8 inch before it closes up, be on the outside. And I welded 2 bolts to it on one side, one bolt welded to it, threaded in a rod, it threaded in, come out here with a place you could stick the other end, be stuck there with a nut, and you could tighten this band up. I was going to do that, make a band holder to hold the piece in there while I weld it. And I decided to do it this way. I had several other rims, had some junk rims. I had 2 rims that one rim that was a 4-lugged, another rim that the inside gut was all bent up, so I was able to throw it away. I was able to cut them 2 rims, that 1 rim over there, without messing up without putting any holes in it. There's another, oh, this one here got no holes in it neither, because I machined it out because the center wasn't no good. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish these up. See if we can get some wider rims on there. Well, the wind's kind of blowing today. It's probably be a little bit hard to hear what I got to say. But all I done today was build this pallet on the bottom, put these boards up under here, and I cut this fender. I cut this fender some more, so this fender will look about halfway right. So this is basically about what it's going to look like. That's a little too close right there, but this is basically about what it's going to look like to get through it. Something like that. It's going to look pretty doggone cool though. I cut these 2 pieces of 4-inch channel to put here to make up the difference. I'm going to weld them or bolt them or something to make up this difference. Which this side is a 1/2 inch taller than the back. The reason why, well, I'll show you on the other side. The reason why is because I'm gonna change it up, because this is dropped down an inch. I don't know if it's an inch or 1/2 inch, whatever it is. Here's what that distance is. Looks to me like 3/4. Might be 3/4. So I got to come back here, do the same thing here. Drop these 2 bolts. Drop this down to here, and add a little piece onto here to jack this up 3/4. That way it'll give both sides the same height. That way it won't have this stagger look you see in here. I don't want that. And I think my drive shaft can work out just beautiful. I got a 12-inch gap in between here, so my tractor turns this way. I can get a 45 out of it, I believe. That's my goal. Not quite a 45, almost probably a 43 degrees, something like that. 42 degrees, I don't know which exactly one. I would like to have this a little bit higher. Maybe cut this off and squeeze this down. Well, I could probably bring that up to, cut it off here and bring it up to here. At least that high, get it back up to here. I don't like that because I want my seat to be higher now. So this is throwing my feet way down. I won't put my feet back where it was up here. So I'm going to have to cut off 3 inches out here and put it back up here. That's my plan. And this is staying the same place where it is now. It'll sort of be in the same height going over this and over here. But this is going to move up. So when this move up, I'm going to have to cut this off higher too. Because this is going to swing up under here and damn near hit the tire. I mean, it's going to be so close when I stop. It's almost going to hit it. And that's my goal. And I go up higher, even I can go swing back further. See the tire round, so I can even go back further. So that'll give me more turn radius. Plus I'm going to cut this off some. I'm going to cut this off probably maybe 2 inches or more. Shorten it up and bring that in. That way I get more radius turn out of it. I'm trying to get sharpest radius turn I can get out of it. Just as sharp as I can get out of it. Well, this will probably be the last video for a little while because I got to come up with some money with the metal to finish all this stuff in the middle. I don't have enough quite to do it. But I'll have another video coming out. It'll be about customizing the governor. I built a governor in this engine. Yeah, I don't know if I can show it to you, but all that bull for knocking up under there and all this crap. I had to put all this on there, and I had to rig it the best way I can rig it, which it works pretty good. Ain't got no problem. And I rigged all that crap there. I'll post that video pretty soon here, and y'all can look at it. But anyway, subscribe and comment and tell me what you think. And that's about where the seat's going to be right there. About where it's going to be. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye. Thanks for watching.